Hello. Last video, I was hoping by the next video I would have made a lot of progress on this song, which is the second song, Paradise, Carry the Moon, tentative title, probably gonna be the title though. And that has happened. I have made a lot of progress. It's kind of one of those things where you think it sounds really bad and then you go into the studio and it doesn't sound nearly as bad as you thought it did. Like today I came in and listened to it and I was like, hey, I kind of like this song, which is, since I wrote this whole thing, since I really started recording this, that's the first time that that's happened, that I've actually been like, hey, this is actually kind of good. Still not my favorite, it's never gonna be my favorite, but I feel like I just did some little tweaks and adjustments to really, like I was saying, get the vocals to have their own place. Most of what I did there was just something that's kind of been a lesson for me with producing in general. Focus on the parts that are important, accent those, and then make the less important parts quieter, or at times, sometimes even you can just mute them entirely. And I did a little bit of panning, but like, yeah, the main thing was like, in the chorus, there's this vocal backing track that is super important, that adds a lot. And then there's this backing track that is important in this section of the chorus, but I could turn it way down in this other section of the chorus and it wouldn't be super noticeable. The only difference would be that it makes the other part much more prominent and clear. I've also done a couple little effects here and there. There's a part where I messed with the delay. I turned the delay way up on the vocals. There's a part where it kind of echoes and the echo kind of swells and then stops, and it kind of helped to fill a gap where there wasn't really a lot going on. There was a lot of just weird tweaks I had to do. I kind of just had to go in and just like try a bunch of different things that I've never tried before. There was a point where I turned off the master entirely, so it just went back to being unmastered, and I went through and fixed the volume levels of the vocals. I tried a few different compression settings. I didn't really film it. I just kind of had a big session yesterday, and I don't know, I guess when I'm filming, it's kind of like, I can still focus on the project, but there's kind of two focuses, you know? I'm focusing on like making a quality, at least slightly interesting video. Yeah, sometimes I just gotta like put my head down and just get to work and just make some things happen. I just bounced this project, so I have an MP3 of it. I'll bounce a WAV file also once I feel like it's ready for that. I'm gonna go listen in the car. I'll listen to my earbuds. Let's go and do that. I'll see you in my car. All right, bienvenidos a mi coche. I usually do this with my phone, but since I'm filming with my phone, kind of have to do it on my laptop. So I'm just gonna find a place to put you. Oh, it goes far back. Oh man, not there. Put you right here. There you go, you can see me.
Once upon a better time, didn't know I'd hit my prime. Shut my eyes and it was gone tonight. I would carry the moon for you. Past is paradise, something no one else forgets. And if I'm best and you're the best, you'll come back to paradise.
Okay, so that actually sounded a lot better than I thought it would. I think the bass needs to be turned down. And also, there are certain things here and there that could be turned down. I think the harmonies in general, the vocal harmonies could be turned down. I also think just the project as a whole probably needs to be compressed more. A couple little things here and there. Overall, it sounds pretty good. Yeah. That was the car test. I probably won't show every car test I do for this song. There's gonna be many more. Back to the studio. So I pretty much completely forgot to film everything I was doing in here for the past, I guess, like 10-15 minutes. But I mean, I was just doing all the stuff I said I was gonna do, so I mean, probably not the biggest deal ever. It's currently bouncing. I guess I'll check the bounce just in here, make sure that like the settings I'm using are decent. You know, I wanna make sure that like the bounce sounds almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same as this project here is. I don't know if that made any sense. My brain's a little all over the place, but been able to come in here and do studio work, so I guess it's good enough. So, all right, I'm gonna put you guys here. Okay, bounce is bounced. Let's listen to it in here.
Past is paradise, something no one else forgets.
Okay. It is a little bit MP3'd. There are certain things that just kind of get muffled, certain things that just they sound a little bit different. And that stuff doesn't really make much of a difference in here. I mean, it still sounds really good in here, but it'll probably make a difference once I'm listening in the earbuds. I noticed just some things with volume mixing with the vocals that I'm gonna notice anywhere, so I thought I might as well just get those out of the way. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All that went pretty well, but the one thing that was really annoying, and this happened with Don't Take It Away actually, I just kind of was able to move past it because it just wasn't that big of a problem. The de-esser is like super glitchy. It like sometimes works and just sometimes doesn't. I mean, there were times where I'm like turning it up to like really extreme amounts where it's like, you know, it's gonna make my voice, it's gonna make it sound like I have a lisp basically, but it doesn't do that. It doesn't do anything. Sometimes it makes it more essy. I think the de-essers just decided to turn off or something, because suddenly this song got way more essy than it was. When this project bounces, hopefully the bounce will have the de-essers on it. If not, I mean, kind of not sure what I would do about that. I'm gonna go and listen to this on my earbuds. That's usually where the essiness really hits. I'll go and do that, and hopefully it's not too terrible. Not terrible. The de-essers were totally working. It was not super essy at all. That was great. I noticed a couple problems, mainly with the bass. Upright baby bass. It's got this tone to it that just kind of cuts through in a weird way. I love the way it sounds, but once you really get into mastering it, it really causes a lot of problems. So there are times where it's just like, it's just way too loud. Other than that, I mean, everything sounded pretty solid. I could probably turn down the kicks a little bit because they were kind of hitting a lot. This is a pretty complex song. There's a lot of parts, a lot of things going on. But at this point, I'm pretty happy with where I am. I think it's just gonna take some more tweaking, just a few little things here and there. It'll probably be done within like a couple days at the most. So I think next time you'll see me, this song will be done and I'll be on to the next one. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you want to. Subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter. Even though I barely post on those places, still follow me anyway. That would be really nice. It would mean a lot to me. My username is BigTimeCarlWard and all of those places. I will see you in the next video and we'll keep chugging away on this album. 'Cause it's me,